Hey y'all, what's up, y'all? What's up? Rom back at you with yet another car video. Now is the time we will see men stand up. And when I say men, I don't mean like just some males who like to talk, but men. That's when you really know. Now, people familiar with listening to me know I talk about the house of the man, right? Which is a concept promoted by my mentor, Master Yamache Morris. And of course, it's really an old concept that many cultures have. I've spoken about that as well, right? Now, check it out. One of all the pillars are equal. They all bring something to the table. But in this time, this is when the warrior really stands up. You know, when shit hits the fan or there's a fire or something, lesser males are running away from it while the warrior is running towards it. And he's going to do, that's that person that's going to save. That's that person's going to stand up. We got a tough period. I mean, there ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it, right? No ifs, ands, and buts. But this is the period where the men will stand up. The men. And when I say it, they ain't going to be complaining or being fearful or anything like that. But they're going to do what's necessary. They're going to stand up, do what's necessary, and not just for themselves, but the people who are within their boundaries. Remember, I talked about every man has a boundary. And, at the lowest level, it's like 3 feet away from his personal boundary, but he also includes, his children, his family members, sometimes his woman. Sometimes it's women, because I had mentioned, like, sometimes women just have permission to cross a man's boundary. But then if a woman really wants a man and he includes her in his boundary, boom, he's protecting her too. He'll lay out a body for her too. But this is but sometimes that war, that fight is just against the circumstances. Now we got stuff where, even President Trump's mentioned recession. Even President Trump. And then, I already talked about it, and, they're talking about giving people $1,000, which, I'm like, because a lot of people have said maybe this thing they had a bigger plan. I was like, that's a slick way to kind of introduce UBI to people. I'm just saying. We'll see. There's always something more going on when you're dealing with people in power, but I ain't going to get into that. Right now, I'm just concerned, or really just talking about just men. That's when you're going to know. That's when like, if I'm out and about, all I had to do is look in the eyes of a man and see if he's being a man about, or he's being fearful. Like, men are standing up. Like, the real man is standing up. They're not talking. They're not just sitting around talking, or they being fearful or something like that. Because like I said, I have zero respect for fearful men. I can tolerate it from women, but zero respect. The real men is like, okay, we got all this. What can I do? And, it could be small things. It don't have to be like you about to, like, fight the universe or anything. It could be something small, like just adapting to it. I mean, like I said, that boundary starts with the man. Now, in many places, many jurisdictions, they've closed the gym. I'm not sure where they haven't closed the gyms up and stuff. Now, somebody complaining who would go to the gym, well, I can't go to the gym now and all of that. But see, a man would just say, oh, I'll just do it at home. I did 8 sets of 15 like wide hand push-ups a day to really like impact my back. And I might still get some some weights for the home or something. Because, I always say the resistance training, but that's an adaptation, Going to get some, make sure my kids are taken care of, even my co-parent, because, well, she's there with the kids, but that's what a man does, you take care of what's, in your circle, and you don't have any excuses. Yeah, all this trouble is coming, but shoot, I revel in this, man. I grew up in chaos, man. I learned how to keep my peace even during the chaos, and I'm just like, okay, we gotta adapt. Can't go to bars, restaurants. They closing a lot. There's a lot of even clothing stores who are closing. Y'all won't see me in my polos for a while, or new polos. I got enough polos because Ralph Lauren just sent me a message, sent me an email. They saying shit, they closing their stores and stuff during this period. So it's going to be tough. And it's definitely an economic thing. Because I found out a lot of people, they weren't just given time off. They were furloughed. They ain't getting any money. Some places indefinite. They keeping that quiet. But see, a man during this period, his first thought is, all right, I got furlough. Let me go. All right, let me see what is there. Because there's still some jobs going up if you in a job. And if you're a business person, you figure, all right, how this going to impact my business? I'm going to take care of that. Whatever you got to do. And some men, they even stepping up. They getting weapons and stuff. And you never know. You never know. Now, they still floating the idea of a national quarantine. But I'm just like, yeah, well, if they do that, they guaranteeing a recession. I mean, we can say we in one now, but that's really going to mess things up. You know, because the people, money ain't flowing. But whatever the case, men still going to step up and handle what they have to handle. No joke. Men still going to take care of the things that they have to take care of. And that's important. That's important because a man, ultimately, man, it's about survival. It's like, how you going to survive this? Because, unfortunately, one of the things that's happened, and this is overall society, it's got to the point just over the last 100 years as, we get more automated and more under control. You might have a few people really moving the masses and everything. Like, a lot of men don't have to be responsible, handle shit. All they had to do is just follow along the herd. And we got too much of that. Too much of that. So when shit hit the fan, they looking for somebody else to solve it. And I mean, yeah, you might not be able to solve like the whole national thing. You got people in place for that, but you can at least solve it at your thing. Every man need to be showing leadership. That's the main thing. Every single man need to show leadership. It's starting with your personal self and then starting in your circle, expand as much as possible. Because and I mean, that's just it. That's the thing. That's what it means to be a man, to stand up, to do your stuff. Now, I know in this particular section, we're talking about getting women and, people talk about, game and everything. But you know what, though? At the end of the day, I'll never forget what this tantrum master said. He said he get women just because he's a man. So that even takes care of that. See, being a man, that's holistic. That touches every area of your life. You're responsible for your livelihood. You're responsible for what's going on in your life, in your circle, and everything. You're responsible for the people under your care. You're leading. You stepping up. You ain't running from this shit. You like, oh shit, something coming. Oh yeah. You slapping your hands together and you ready for some shit to happen. Or make some shit happen. And that's an important thing, making it happen. So men got to stand up out here. That's the important thing. Yeah, I got to get some food and stuff. Just as an aside, for all this talk about what's going on and everything, toilet paper and food going, it's kind of funny that you can still buy fruits and vegetables easily. That canned stuff, but fruits and vegetables, they'll still keep selling. And and like I said yesterday, I'm looking at this road now. I still see a lot of cars. It's real early. I mean, a lot of people still gonna be doing stuff. And one thing I gotta say too, a lot of people have adapted. I mean, you heard what's happening in San Francisco, but I just saw something from there on CNN last night. You had people out jogging and everything. And you know what? That's one thing, and this is overall. This is bigger than even the man piece. There's a lot of people reconnecting with their children. All of a sudden, they got to deal with their children. It was especially in areas where it's more affluent, where you might have both parents working and the kids in school, and they gotta, they might see them in the evening for a little bit, a little bit till the kids go to bed or something. But now people forced to spend more time with their children, engage them more, teach them more. So you know what? Honestly, I might talk about that tomorrow unless something else come up. But at the end of the day, you know, regardless of what's going on, something good will come out of it. It might not be right away, but it'll come good. I think people might start connecting more, even though they're talking about social distancing. People connecting more. They gotta engage their own families more. So, but whatever the case, one thing, and I'm speaking to the men. Whatever is going on, lead, adapt, do the things you gotta do. I gotta get used to looking at that little pinhole. Yeah, but do the things you gotta do. Step up. Don't look for somebody else to do it or take responsibility. You do it. So anyway, that's all I got for now. I'll get back with y'all later. Peace.